So for this trip, we're using the Connecticut River Paddlers Trail Map, and I got this off of their website. You should see the web address below, and it was a pretty good map. It gave us all the information we needed for the whole trail, but specifically for the point of the trail that we were going to take. So let's see what the plan is for this trip. So the plan for this trip is we're gonna do this section here, the Bloomfield to Dalton, but we're not gonna go all the way to Dalton. Almost all the way, but not all the way. We're gonna go to Lancaster. They made a recommendation for this trip on the website, the Connecticut River Paddlers Trail website. They recommend that you camp your first night at the Belknap campsite, and following days take the river down to one of the campsites that we have available here. We have decided to go to the Sam Benton campsite. That's about 14 miles, and we'll stay there for the night, and then we'll continue canoeing down to, we could stop here at Scott C. Devlin, but I think we want to make the last day a little bit shorter, so we're going to push on down to the South Guildhall campsite, which is about 17 miles away. And the final day, we have about a 10-mile trip that'll bring us all the way down to the Mount Orne covered bridge, which is right here. So, should be a good canoe trip. Looking forward to it.
All right, we just showed up at the Belknap campsite for the night. We're going to stay here for the night and take off tomorrow morning. We're at the confluence of the Nulhegan and Connecticut rivers.
Yep.
And we'll walk over to the Connecticut. We're actually on the Nulhegan, our campsite. We're going to head over to the Connecticut in the morning and start our trip bright and early.
Yep. Nulhegan's dry, so we're going to do a short portage.
Might be a walk.
Yep. So this is part of the campsite. Not bad. A little small. There's an outhouse way down there, hidden in the trees, which is always a good thing. So here we are. We were trying to meet our shuttle ride back at the Mount Orne covered bridge, and the iPhone took us to nothing with a covered bridge. So now Ken's phone's on with his Google Maps, I guess, and we're on a dirt road that I can't even believe is on the map. So it doesn't really look like we're going to end up anywhere with a covered bridge, but hopefully we will. Okay, so the dirt road ended in a dead end. So we had to turn around. Luckily there was room enough for the trailer. Turn around. I've already bottomed out a couple of times. And this guy who's picking us up doesn't have his phone on him. So, oh well, I hope he's waiting for us. What you doing, Ken?
Oh, just trying to get my shit together.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
When do you plan on that happening?
Yeah, right?
Let's check out your setup. All right, nice. I can't really see it that well from here. It's up over here. All right. Ken's doing the hammock. Chip and I got the REI Quarter Dome SL2s. And there's Chip. Big bottle of water.
Stay hydrated, my friend.
There you go. And this is what, a quarter dome, right? REI quarter dome?
Half dome.
Half dome. Half dome. That's right. We got the quarter dome.
Old version.
This is our first time checking these out, so we'll see how they are. So far, so good.
Oh, you guys are twinsies.
So, this is the pathway down to the river. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was listed in the beginning of the video, I believe. And that big old sign. So we got the heavy steps. And unfortunately we were hoping to take this river down to the Connecticut, which is right down there. But yeah, it's a little bony, so we probably gonna portage across the road and come out on that side. And this is the view with the sun behind us. Not a bad place to hang out for a night. What do we got for dinner tonight? Oh, you didn't cut them up yet?
No,
Leave
I'll let
them
you
whole?
cut them out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To make sure people get the 2 hot dogs worth.
Right.
Not the little piece.
Hot dogs and beans, they look good.
Oops.
All right. How's that flanks and beans?
It's real good.
It's real good?
It's real good.
Ron hasn't started yet. You think? Thanks, Cook.
Yummy.
It's delicious.
Hey everybody.
Yep.
Today I'm drinking Long Shot Pilsner.
Whoops.
Look at that.
Smell it, Chip.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, Pawn Trap Pilsner,
It's a-
how is it?
Bohemian style Pilsner.
Yeah.
I feel like a Bohemian.
There you go. You look a little like one.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm still doing all right.
Yeah. So, we portaged from a dry section of the river to a slightly less dry section of the river. So we're going to make our way through some of this scratchy stuff and head to the next campsite. About, what, 11 or so miles away.
But we're on the water.
We are.
We are on the water finally.
We are. What do you say? Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Ready to go. Alright, so we had a bit of a challenge with the scratchy stuff, but we're finally on clear water. Hopefully for the remainder of the trip.
Scooted over the top of them.
I didn't even see
We were
it.
four-wheeling the first section before we got to the river left there. We're just
Oh, really?
lumping over. We're lumping over stuff.
Yeah, finally getting some open water though. This is it's been a while, but about a mile and a half, maybe a little bit more of thumping over rocks, and finally we got some quick water that we could
Stand when
handle.
you can.
Yeah.
I want to say to the middle of, there's something right there in the middle. There's a little something to river right, out near the bank.
Best view of the river so far. All right, Ken, you having fun yet?
I'm having a freaking blast.
Good. Oh, we got Ron. We got them both back there. I can't see. Yeah, no, this is what we came for. This is beautiful. It's a picture. There's some water up there. We're gonna go check that out. What are these guys doing?
Haven't seen anything more than
So what do you think so far?
Good moving water.
What do you think so far? Ron, how about you? What do you think? Loving this trip?
First mile and a half sock.
Yeah, it was first mile and a half was tough. Definitely. But stop for lunch.
It's been
Well, not lunch,
opening
snack.
up nice. It's awesome.
What's that?
Once it opened up nice, the views are great.
Beautiful. This is
Great
it's
current.
a pretty river. All right, catch us a fish.
I
We'll have a
liked it
show.
all.
We'll have
I
a
liked
show
it
lunch.
all.
Huh?
I like it all.
Yeah.
Man of many words.
How's fish on?
Real excited.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're eating them.
Is your net handy? Almost fell.
It's a little rainbow.
Beauty. Grab his net. If it's handy.
We're not keeping this one.
No, you. Oh,
Oh, yes, we are.
No.
oh, it's really little, huh? Is it gone already?
Yep. No, he's right here.
Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta get a pick of it anyway. It's gonna be the only one.
Yeah, pick that puppy up.
Good thing you're 5 feet in the water.
Hold them like this.
Yeah, we can't really see them. There we go.
The brookie?
It is a brookie.
The brookie.
Oh, nice. Yes, hold them up if you can. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Kiss him. Give him a kiss.
All right.
Now bash him on the head.
Yeah.
Ken's with another fish. Another
That's
brookie?
loaded with one stupid fish.
A little brookie.
Yeah, it must be the same one you keep catching over and over again. Can't be all these brookies in there, right?
Why not?
Beauty. Nice.
Ron's gonna get his camera, I think.
Yeah. I'm getting it, but can't see how good it looks. Yep, there he is. Bring him up to the surface. They're all small, huh?
That's an eater right there. Oh, this is a dace.
A dace.
They don't usually get spooked like that.
Cool. Another one. Perch.
Spatch.
They like to swallow the hook. That's a beauty.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yep.
See, buddy? There. Black bear, little one.
Hey, bear. Hey, bear.
Hey, buddy. Reflection and everything.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I believe this is the train trestle.
Looks like this is it, huh?
Looks nice.
This is not ours.
Kinda wish it was.
You say it's not ours?
No.
So this is the other campsite. Actually got a picnic table, check-in box, privy's way down there. Yeah, it's kind of buggy here though.
It's like that was the old one right here.
Don't bother, Ron. It's not that impressive.
Oh no, that's not a.
Is that a merganser?
It might be. It's definitely not a what I said earlier. Wood duck. It's not a wood duck. I gotta look that up. Those are cool. Look at how many she got.
That was like a pile of eggs.
So, we're getting close to our second night campsite, and we're supposed to be coming up to the Maidstone Bridge. And it seems like it's taking forever to get there, so we're hoping that it's right around this corner here. So we'll find out in a minute. Guess what? It's the Maidstone Bridge. So we have just a little further to go to our next campsite.
What's that?
What was your highlight for the day?
Some of those little class ones.
Yeah, that was good. I really appreciated seeing that bear.
And breakfast.
Breakfast. Yeah,
Wait till we have supper.
Right, we made it finally. Sam Benton campsite.
Taking a picture of that.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice site. It's all grassy. It's Ken set up. Mine. Ron isn't set up yet. But yeah, we're right next to this huge pasture. They were just cutting all this hay, I assume. Get the privy over there. And the river is right over here. What is it, Chef?
The pigeon family recipe
There we go.
for shepherd's pie
Shepherd's pie. We
a la dehydrated.
dehydrated, add some corn, we're gonna add some gravy, some mashed potatoes, and we're gonna hope to hell it tastes good.
Everything's good in the woods.
There you go. What do you think?
Some like little holes that I
There we go.
kind of hacked
Oh.
off of it. Usually you vacuum close and put it underneath the corners and kind of put it in porch mode. So instead of touching it, like that, to keep one side high.
Yeah.
I need that again.
You can see things, trees, really nice breeze.
Okay. And you can talk about it, how delicious it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, babe.
How is it? Is it pass muster?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, good.
Really good. Eyedropper.
Like a tongue. It's weird, but
Yeah.
it does.
Or an ice cube.
But then
Say hi to the world.
Hello.
you're not in, like witness relocation or anything, are you?
I don't think so.
You wouldn't know. There'd be a reason.
Totally different.
Don't clam up on me. I want
Like,
to
I
hear.
won't drink the.
I wanna hear all
Black
this
Turkey
whiskey
80.
shit.
I just won't drink it. So it's awful.
Is that different?
It's
that
not
different?
different.
It's awful. It's all you get is burn with no taste.
Yeah.
And if you get something that's
It's torture.
a
without
12-year or a
anything.
14-year or a 16-year, they probably have completely different profiles. And
The 80 and the 101 is the proof. So the other one's 80 proof, and this is 101 proof.
Which means there's more alcohol.
More alcohol, but
50%
there's also-
alcohol.
has more flavor in it.
There's also more character.
See, I like 101 with an ice cube
I love it with an ice cube. Yeah.
because it
Because it
takes some of the
dilutes it.
alcohol burn away, and then just the flavors show up.
Have you heard any coyotes or anything like that?
Spoken
Yes.
from a true professional.
Just loons.
You recording this whole conversation?
Heard loons, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Day 3.
It's gonna be a long ride.
Getting breakfast ready. It's supposed to rain today, so
Not in the public street.
getting breakfast going. What's for breakfast this morning?
We're gonna
try Same something thing as different. yesterday?
Eggs and sausages and peppers and onions.
There you go. See what those peppers and onions look like.
Whoa, look at that.
That looks nice. Sweat,
Everybody slept good?
sweating them out. Slept
Yeah,
better.
way better than
Way
last
better.
night, that's for sure. So we ran into this guy on our travels, and we're here at the Sam Benton Campground. So, what's your name?
Well, my name is Justin.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, and what brings you to this part?
well, I'm actually paddling the Northern Forest Canoe Trail.
cool.
I started last year in Old Forge and made my way to Plattsburgh, and now this year I'm going to do the second half, and I started from Plattsburgh, and now I made it to here.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what was the highlight of your trip so far? Aside from meeting us, of course.
Besides from me? Oh, okay. I had breakfast with a young war veteran.
Oh, cool.
And that was really cool, talking to him about life and how he grew up, and just the contrast between the way I grew up and he.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That's awesome.
Uh,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy the people you meet if you're traveling alone, and
yeah,
yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
That's great. This is all your gear, huh? This is it.
This is like
You got this. You got a nice little setup here. I like that.
yeah, I got my hot water going here.
There you go. And then you got the little one-person tent.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Is that bear still over there? Yeah, we had a bear over here a minute ago. Yeah, you want to show us your
Yeah,
boat?
sure,
'Cause this is
yeah,
what's
my
this is
boat.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's foldable. It's called a Tuck Tech kayak. 28 pounds. Got a rudder to kind of keep it straight, so you can even stand on it. I tried actually doing kind of like a little
Polling?
no, not pulling, like what do you call it? Paddle boarding?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, right.
Yeah. But I mean, that's
Check
yeah.
this thing out.
So folds up to like about 4 feet, maybe 1.5 feet wide. It's
Yeah.
I got wheels so I can hit the road if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an
it's full of
interesting
garbage,
craft.
Full of garbage.
Full of garbage. Well, yeah. All right. Well, that to me that makes the trip even more interesting to be doing it in something like this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And you've had no major troubles with it.
No major
It's worked out
troubles.
good.
Only problem is these are starting to kind of rip apart,
Right.
so I'll probably duct tape some of that. These latches, they do tend to come off if you're like hauling it
Right.
like up and down. So you have to always remember before you hit the water to latch it back, because sometimes they'll come off. Otherwise, I've been scratching rocks. I've been pulling it on boulders over whatever beaver dams. It holds up.
Yeah, the stuff we had to walk through for a mile and a half yesterday, this guy just kind of pretty much rode over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That must have been a lot nicer than what we've been doing. So where's your destination before you finish this trip?
Destination is Mount Katahdin,
Oh yeah.
because it's the mountain I couldn't summit about 6 years ago when I was through hiking the AT. So I want to finally summit it, and so that'll be my endpoint.
Great. Well, we wish you all the luck on your travels.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was cool hanging out with you last night.
Yeah, I had a great time,
All
and it helped me kind of refresh
Right.
myself.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, so started day 3.
Morning, everybody.
We're expecting some rain around 12:01. Not looking forward to it because I think it's going to rain a lot. So, country's still beautiful. Saw some good bear sightings this morning. So, yeah, looks good. Yeah, this video doesn't catch it all that great, but
Oh, he's got his ass to us too. That was
There we
early
go.
for us. Sorry, not my bad. There's a bird lower branch too.
Is that a hawk?
not sure what kind of hawk that is.
Oh, it is.
Maybe a sparrowhawk.
He's not afraid.
Yeah, there's a little one. It's got stripes. He's cool looking.
Is it a falcon?
It could be.
Oh yeah, there he is. They're tiny.
Like cats.
He's going way up.
Those aren't bears, are they?
Yeah. The cubs.
Look like cougars. They're staring at us.
He's being blocked by the tree. Where's Mama? And we're almost to our lunch spot. One of the campsites we're going to pass up and go to the next one. We had a 200-yard portage at the Wyoming Dam, which went up a relatively steep incline over the road and back down to the river's edge on the opposite side of the dam. Sorry, no actual footage of the portage, but it wasn't too bad.
Flop, flop.
So, the rain finally started. We're about half mile from the next campsite. Come across this old, looks like another old bridge structure. Just saw a bear over here somewhere, but he's gone. But the rain isn't good, but it could be worse. And then this happened. Pouring like crazy. We got this campsite that has a super steep ladder at the bottom of a mud beach.
Shark out! A shark out!
The privy is loaded with bees just like the last one. It's not a pretty sight, but hey, we got the tops up, staying dry. This is crazy shit. So, this is the end of day 3. Tomorrow's our last day. It's been a long day. 17 miles paddling. Torrential rains. A meal that didn't dehydrate, or rehydrate should I say, completely, but still pretty good. But it's an early night, everybody's in bed. Hopefully the rain will stop and we can get out of here early in the morning. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night. Alright, last day. Everybody's breaking down. Had a quick breakfast. Poured all night. Tops came down. But we survived. Now we're heading home. Got about a 10-mile paddle. This is the schmoopy conditions that we have to contend with. A small little bank with mud that's very slippery. And then the almost vertical stairs, which is crazy. Just about ready to go. Ron's ready. Getting the top packed up. What do you say? Good trip?
Good trip.
Good trip. It's
We had a little bit of everything.
Not
It's
over
good.
yet. Not over yet.
Over yet.
Back on the water.
Morning, Nelson.
Morning. Uncle's a good shot. I can get the guys. You look like they're wearing the guys as earrings or ear plugs or something. All right, about 10 miles to Mount Orne Bridge.
Is it Justine Corgundan? You doing all those kayaking videos?
Oh, yeah,
Like This Is the Sea and stuff like that?
Always in black.
Well, that was the one that was always in black was Freya Hoffmeister.
Oh, yeah. He's one I like.
Three or four.
Driving by, like all these old beat up cars that look like they smashed into the side of the bank and just stayed there, covered with mud. It's probably like the fifth or sixth one we've seen so far. Kind of weird.
That can't be legal.
It's a gaggle if I ever saw one. What do you think, Ken? What do you think of this wind?
What's up, Nelson?
What do you think of the wind?
It feels good.
It does feel good.
Slowing us down, but it feels good.
It really is. Probably got about 3.5 miles left. Oh, there goes a great blue heron. Right. And there is our destination, the Mount Orne covered bridge. We made it. It was a great trip, a little bit of everything. Mount Ornery.
Ornery Bridge. See you next time.
Hey, wait for me! So just a couple of closing points about this trip. First of all, I have to say, for as close to civilization as you are on most of this trip, it really feels like you're kind of out there. I mean, sure, there are times when you're going to go through a small piece of town, or you'll definitely see the road and things like that. But overall, I would say the wilderness factor is actually pretty good, and there's some really, really nice scenery there as well. On the beginning of the trip, we talked about a mile and a half's worth of, kind of walking over boulders. It's possible we could have bounced over them, but nobody wanted to ruin their boats. But you might want to keep that in mind, especially if you're going, in the summertime. It might be a little bit better in the spring. But then there was some quick water and maybe some class ones after that on the way that were pretty fun. We're relatively new to some of that stuff, but they were fairly easy to navigate, and we did all right. And the fishing wasn't too bad after that section as well, as you saw. But one negative thing about this trip was that there were periods of stretches where we saw probably, 2-3 cases of beer cans in the water, and you could tell they'd been there a while. But those of you who are watching this probably aren't going to do it. But if you don't think about that stuff, please think about it, because this is a beautiful country we have, and to see all that rubbish under the water in such a beautiful place was kind of disheartening. But anyway, good thing to keep in mind. And lastly, Ron, one of our group, was smart enough to bring some ammonia with him, which was which came in very handy with the bee situation. He got stung a couple of times. The guy that we met at that was in that little tech-tuck boat, he got stung a few times, and Ron was there with his ammonia, and it really helped. So if you don't have a bee sting kit or anything like that with you, at least bring some ammonia. Was a good idea, and it helped relieve some of the pain. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think we're planning to visit the Debsconigue Wilderness area in Maine this September. Anything can change, so you never know. We may pick a different place, but right now that's the plan. So if you're interested in seeing that, stick around. And thanks for watching. Yeah, there's just one more thing I thought of. We sort of adopted the name the Whiskey Paddlers, and you could probably figure it out. The reason for that is because we all love whiskey and we all love to paddle. So I know you don't see too much about whiskey in our videos, but we hope to incorporate a little bit more of that in there to kind of give you a taste for that, so to speak. So let's see what we can do. I'll make sure that we are definitely adding something, maybe a whiskey tasting in each of our paddles, for those of you who like whiskey. Take care.